All right, here we are, Impact and Influence Radio right here on iHeart. And today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento, Sacramento's complete solution window covering experts. Give them a call, 916-790-8689. Now, today, we're hanging out here with Billy Cooley, Billy the one-man band, and Vic referred you over to us and asked you to come on the show and talk about what you're doing, and we've got a little bit in common.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me, Quinn. And you are right. Vic is my not next door neighbor, but a block down from me.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one of my, not only is he a friend, he's one of my clients. I'm a handyman as well as a musician, and I do work for them. And it was love at first sight when we found out what each one of us do. And I found out that he was in this type of business, and he referred me to you. And I'm proud that he did.
Now, when he was here, he was talking about how he plays music. Had the two of you guys played music before?
Not together. He showed me a guitar that he built himself.
How is it?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
I have complimented him over and over and found it hard to believe that he did that from scratch.
Yeah.
You know, he built it from the wood on up. He did it, and everything is beautiful. Keys are great. I mean, just beautiful to your hand. I mean, when you get a guitar that feels good to you, and you're a musician, you know, when you get one that feel good, the neck feel good, the fretboard feel good. That's what he have.
Do you find that the guitars today just don't feel good?
They don't.
What is going on with that?
They just make them too fast.
Is that what it is?
They make them too fast and don't put all of the pride into them. Like
I go through a lot of guitars, being a professional musician, and I find myself I can't go to Guitar Center and pick guitars up anymore, and they're uncomfortable. They suck.
Right.
They all suck.
They got big fat necks, so their neck is not feeling good to the hand, and they don't slide good.
Yes.
They hurt your fingers.
Yes.
Yeah, and so it's just.
And when I was a kid, they all felt good.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So I just buy used guitars now. PRS is okay.
Yeah.
But PRS, I found with the PRS guitars is that I'll buy one and I don't like it, and I got to return it. I buy another one, I don't like it, I got to return it. I buy another one, and then that one's good.
Yeah.
You know, I there was this one point I had to go through 3 PRSs to find one that actually worked.
Yeah.
That the electronics were connected right, but because the neck felt good, but the electronics were never connected.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's weird, dude.
It is. It's everything's done fast now, and it's just not where it used to be. And like you say, you have to just about shop around to find one that fits you, that you like. I just bought me a Fender. I'm a straight Fender man. A Telecaster. I just got a Telecaster.
Are you buying the Squires? Or you buying the Fenders?
I got Squires that I love so much.
They're the best guitars in the world.
I love them.
I've had 30 or 40 of them on tour and all that stuff.
Same here.
They're wonderful.
Yeah, I love them.
I've never had a bad one.
Me either.
And I try to explain that to people, and they're like, "Oh, it's a cheap guitar. It's better than I've bought the good guitars. They suck.
They suck, man." and I'm finally glad to find somebody that's along with me who find the Squire one of the better guitars.
They're wonderful guitars.
They feel good. They sound good.
I know.
My Squire that's on
the red one.
Shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
That Squire was built by a guitar player. He put new pickups in it. It's beautiful. This guy, my son-in-law, had this guitar at his house with a sticker on it. $50. He got it from a yard sale. And when he moved away, I got it and stuck it in my garage for a long time, 4 or 5 years. And I said, you know what? I'm going to plug it up, see what it sounds like. From that point, it was love at first sight. That's the only guitar that I use now. I just got a $3,000 or $3,700 Fender Telecaster. nothing like this little old Squire.
I bought I had an Ibanez JS 10th Chrome Boy, which was the Chrome guitar that the guy I was just showing you, the Satriani guy.
Yeah.
He plays this super rare, expensive Chrome guitar. He builds them, or Ibanez builds them, but they're his guitars. And so retail on those were like $5,000 like 30 years ago.
Wow.
And so when you find them now in good condition, they want like $7,000, $8,000, $10,000.
Wow.
I had one. It was my dream guitar as a kid. I bought one. I did a record with it.
Wow.
It doesn't play as good as the cheap stuff.
I'm
I'm sorry, it just doesn't. And you can get a good Squire guitar or even an Epiphone.
Uh-huh.
You put some good pickups in it and good electronics in it, and it's better than the expensive stuff.
You got yourself something. Yeah.
It's just
amazing.
completely different. Completely different.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. And I know some people, the boutique guys are probably thinking we're nuts, but dude, if you get a good Affinity Strat, which is I think the one that you've got, that's the red. Does it have the skunk stripe down the back of the neck?
Yes, it does.
So made in Indonesia.
That's correct.
Yeah, so those are the Affinities. Those are the best playing guitars. The fretboard is perfect. The frets are good. The neck is good. They're good guitars, and that's got the '70s headstock too, right? Got the bigger Jimi Hendrix headstock than the regular?
It does.
Yes,
it does.
so that's an Affinity. Yeah,
right.
Those are wonderful guitars, dude.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm learning a lot now about guitars now than I have over my whole lifespan on guitars and stuff, because I'm finding somebody who can relate to what I'm going through with on trying to find the right one. And you're absolutely right. The cheaper, to me, is the better one, and especially on mine, Defender. Now, sound like you more or less the Ibanez and on that stuff.
Oh man! So I started with Epiphones. When I started touring, I was playing the Epiphones, and then I went to the Squire Strats, and I played the Squire Strats for years and years and years.
Yeah. And
then we started really pushing the Satriani show, so I was playing the Satriani guitars, the Ibanezes.
Yeah.
And then went back to Squires, and then got into PRS because I started making money.
Right.
And was like, I want to have good guitars, so I started buying the PRSs. And then I went back to the Squires again because they're good.
Yeah.
And then where I'm at now, which is actually kind of a funny thing, I'm like in between because I'm looking for something different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for something that isn't a brand that everybody has.
Right.
And that's where I got into the conversation with Vic, is I'm thinking about building my next guitar, because then it'll be mine.
Yeah.
Instead of it being just another off the shelf.
Right.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. The nicest playing guitars I've ever had were the Satrianis.
Okay.
But I have a very love-hate relationship with him.
Okay.
He was my idol growing up. And I played his music for a long time, and as my celebrity started to grow, the circle is very small in the music business.
Okay.
Like we just mentioned.
Right.
And you start to meet your heroes and work with your heroes and with the producers and so forth. And some things happen that I don't like.
Right.
And intellectual property issues that we don't really need to get into. But long story short, I've lost a lot of respect for his camp, in a sense, right? He's still the greatest guitar player on the face of the earth, in my opinion.
Right.
But I don't want to work with him now.
Right. Okay.
Right. So for me, his guitars are like the best playing guitars I've ever played.
Wow.
But I don't want to look at his name every time I look down at the guitar.
Have you ever been a Gibson man?
I bought one Gibson.
I never have.
I bought one Gibson. I went to Guitar Center, and it was up at the very top, and it was this really, really cool, had P90s in it.
Les Paul or no?
Les Paul with the P90s, and I bought it and I played it. And I took it home, and the very next day I took it over to Skip's Music to go show one of my buddies over at Skip's Music, and he goes, "There's a crack in the headstock." And I was like, "What?" And I flip it over, and there was a freaking crack in the headstock, so I returned it. I've never bought another Gibson.
Wow.
But I've had the Epiphones.
Yeah.
And so one of my go-tos when I'm working on a big project, a record project, especially a record project, is the Epiphone Les Paul Customs.
Okay.
They're about $1,000 or something. Those are some of the nicest playing guitars I've ever owned. The Les Paul Custom, the black and gold, the Black Beauty.
Yeah.
They are phenomenal.
Okay.
And they sound so good.
Yeah.
But the PRSs, you get a good PRS for about $800, and they play like a Strat, but they're warm.
Oh, okay.
They're not as bright.
Right.
But the neck feels like a Strat. It's not the McCarty. The McCarty is a Les Paul, but if you go with their, oh gosh, I don't remember exactly what model it is. The standard 24.
Okay.
24 fret standard. It feels like a Strat. It's a nice, and it's a PRS. I mean,
Wow.
it's good stuff. It's good wood. It's good stuff. But they're finicky. Think of like you're buying a Jaguar. Right?
Oh, okay. Right.
So they're going to have problems. The electronics aren't right
There's
sometimes.
something wrong.
Yeah, there's always something wrong with them.
Yeah.
Always.
Wow.
So the Squires are like, when I get on stage, the Squires, they just work.
Yeah, I love them.
I can get on Craigslist or Marketplace and buy one for $80, and
What
right?
I pay for, Brian.
No, and then you throw a nice pick guard on it. And what was funny is when I was touring back in the day, the old manager at Guitar Center used to get on my case. He goes, "Dude, you got to quit telling people you're playing Squires, because people aren't wanting to come in here and spend big money on guitars."
Right.
Because they see me on stage
With a
shredding
Squire.
with these Squires, so then they go to Guitar Center and they want to buy Squires. So I ended up having to, like, when I'm on stage, I sand the Squire off of all the headstocks. So there's like 40 of these guitars floating around out there that I've sold over the years with the headstocks all sanded off. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
All right. So I've just spoke for 12 minutes about me, and it's your show. So
That's all right.
So let's talk about what you're doing. Talk about your music, man.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I started this thing with one day I was at the Nows, and about 12 years ago, and this guy had a booth. He sold guitars and keyboards and knives and everything. And so one day somebody came in to look at a guitar, and it wasn't tuned. So the owner asked me, can I tune it for him? And I tuned it for him, and then he said, well, you're here. You might as well tune them all. So at that point, I tuned them real fast so I could play a little bit. And I started playing a little bit and sound good, and people started coming around. And he got a little old dish, and he put it up there in front of me, and people started putting money in it. Yeah. And at that point, I said, wow, I never played for tips, it just kind of
Are you making money out there?
Not a whole lot. I would do something like $200 or $300 in a couple of hours,
That's good money.
With the music industry now.
Yes, it's really good money.
I agree with you.
Do you know how much I make in royalties? Do you do anything with royalties?
No,
you don't even want to know, man.
They tell me nickels on a dollar.
Oh, dude, it's. I've had in my 20. What am I at? 30 years. Well, I published about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
What year is this? Yes, I published about 20 years ago. So, in 20 years since I started publishing music, I've had over 5 million streams. You think that's a lot?
Yeah.
Wow, I should be doing really well. You know how much 5 million streams pays you in royalties? Like $2,500.
Wow.
In 20 freaking years, dude.
Wow.
Kind of disappointing, right?
It very much is. Yeah.
Very disappointing. So you have to do it for the art. But so if you're making a couple $100 a day, Jesus, I need to get out there and go play some music.
A lot of musicians and stuff tell me, Billy, you're making more than we are, and we got a whole band, and we got all
and
of
we're
them.
on stage.
Yeah.
If you were to play at the casino's going to give you $1,000 a night.
Right.
You have 5 band members, you're walking home with $200 a pop. And that's for a whole night.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And then back to, I started from there, and then I started playing. He had keyboards there, and somebody came up and told me, said, you know what? These keyboards got beats on them, drum beats. He said, "Why don't you try playing to that?" I said, "Okay." I started playing with some of those beats and found that I could do it well with it, and we'd be on time, in time every time. That's my motto. And in order for my music style to work, you got all of us to get the keyboard, the guitar, and my vocal. All three of us got to be in time, on time, every time. And so I learned how to do that. And then I started putting me a little old recorder, a little microphone right there to the keyboard. I want to wear that you can plug into the keyboard, plug into your mixer, and then you can get the real sound effect, the full drum beat. Once I learned that, it was on. Then I started doing that, and then he started letting me go around the flea market different weekends to play a little over here, because wherever I plays, the crowd is coming there, and they're going to spend the money in that area around those vendors. So he said, they started saying, that's unfair. The vendors started complaining. He got everybody over there where he is. So that's when they started moving around. And then I found this lady where I got the lounge at now. Found this lady who got cancer, and then she was leaving her booth, 2 big booths. And so after she left, they said, Denal said, we want you to have this building. She was a good friend of yours. You played in her booth for a long time. We want you to have it. And don't tell nobody, but we're going to let you have it for free. So I said, okay. They said, do whatever you want with it. I closed those 2 openings. You know how the booths are made. I closed it in, put windows and doors in there. Raised the floor so the water wouldn't. Put carpet in there, new sofas, new bar settings. I got 4 bar settings in there. I started playing in there, and lo and behold, everything just started working out really good for me. And they call that my place, and I got I call it Billy's place, you know. And then
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and everybody know about it now. A lot of people don't know about it, and then they just begin to start coming into it because they used to sitting out there under the 16 picnic tables.
Oh, no. I worked out there, dude.
Yeah.
It gets so hot in the summer that your shoes melt to the tar.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now they begin to come in there. I got fans and stuff going on. He said, you can have this place for free. He said, only thing we won't let you do is put air conditioners in it because it'll eat us up.
Yeah.
And then it'll eat you got 1,500 watt amps and stuff. You know, it won't work out to keep blowing the breaker.
Yeah.
And so I said, that's fine. So I got fans in each corner, and I got ceiling fans and all kind of fans around, circling. And it's just great. It's all white. And
you just do your thing, play your music.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right. Yeah, and I'm pretty happy with it. But I wait till I got 70 to make my move, you know, but I'm writing a song on it now. It's better late than never.
You know what, though? Age has nothing to do with it, dude.
Right.
You know, I look at it like this. I don't know what your life was like. It doesn't matter. You know, people go, dude, you don't make a lot of money doing what you do.
Right.
It looks like I make a lot of money. Right? Because we've got all this, but we've invested so much back into everything over the years.
Yeah.
And, you know, we struggle with money like everybody else, but it's a different kind of struggle in a sense.
Right.
But long story short, you don't do it for the money.
For the hobby.
You do it for the art.
For the art of it.
For the legacy that you're leaving behind. The magazine, all the people that we're touching, the music, the movies, all the stuff. You know, these are things, you know, Matt, when we first, you know, we were sitting at the restaurant and we came up with this crazy idea. Let's do a movie. We got 5 of them now.
Wow.
You know, I mean, it started with the 1.
But
you know,
now
and so you know, now we have the studio and the movie posters, and we have premieres when the movies come out. Now it's crazy. One of the movies is on Prime. You know, we sold the Prime.
That's great.
Yeah, but you know, and you sit back and you go, oh, you must be making a lot of money. There's no money in this, dude.
No.
There's no money in this.
Yeah, there'll be times when I go out and play. I might not have $50 in that jar.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what? I had fun today.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't at home or somewhere on the job. I'm a handyman. I'm dedicated to work. My dad died. He was a workaholic, and it's just in my blood too. But we work. That's why I'm late on getting into where I want to be.
You're not, though. You're not.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
Okay.
That's what it is. You're doing it.
Yeah.
You're late when you're on your deathbed and you're like, man, I should have done this. I should have done that.
Right.
That's when you're late.
Yeah, okay.
That's when you're late.
Right.
Or when they're at the funeral and he's like, man, his whole life he wanted to play guitar, but he never did.
Right. Yeah,
that's when you're late.
When you're late. Okay.
You know? But you're doing it. And you're doing you're doing it. You know, and it's the same thing with my radio stuff and the magazine. And, you know, we're talking about building some new products. And I talked to one of my buddies about it. And he's like, you're out of your friggin' mind. And I'm like, maybe I am. Yeah. But if I don't do it, then I'm a quitter.
Yeah, right.
Right?
That I'm not. Yeah.
You know, and so like we're thinking about building a product, you know, a flagship tangible product, right? A tech product. And so he's like, how in the world would we do this? I have no idea. How much would it cost? I don't know. Can we do it? I don't know. But if we don't try,
we got nothing. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
Right.
Well, we might look at this thing and go, yeah, this is stupid.
Right.
But at least we looked into it. But if you don't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's an old saying, and I'm thinking about writing on it. You got to crawl before you walk. See? If you don't crawl first, and you'll never walk. Yeah. You'll never get there because then now you can't stand up and make that step. Yeah.
So you've been out of Denials now, what, 12 years?
Yeah, it's about 13 going, about 13 now.
And then you've been playing music about 60 years.
Yeah, but my plan, my real plan is, I guess, started from when I was right out of high school, or right before getting out of high school. We was into religion, and we formed a little old group called the Spirit of Duck Hill. That's the name of the town that I'm from. I'm from Duck Hill, Mississippi, and my mom sang, and my 3 sisters was backing her up with the background. Well, I was playing with my little guitar on the bass string, some bass, and we had another guy, Willie Farmer. He's a very good guy, a guitar artist, I should say, guitar player and artist. And he was playing the lead. And so I played the bass for the religious song. And I came from there, and then I just went on and left and went on my own. And I got out of religion to start trying to play the blues. I play the blues in rhythm and blues because I like stuff like Temptations, stuff of that caliber. And so I just started playing. And like I said, just until recently, I started really focusing. Last, I said, 13 years, because until I started at the Niles, I wasn't playing anywhere by myself until I developed that beat. Because I know if I'm playing guitar, it's better to have drums. If you got some drums.
What's funny is all of my touring that I did was all the tracks.
Yeah.
It was all the tracks.
Okay.
I essentially did what you did, but it was a little bit more tech in a sense. You know, I'm younger, right?
Right.
So I would record all the backing tracks from a keyboard.
Okay.
And then I would just put everything on an iPod.
Oh, okay.
And then I would just plug the iPod in. So it was the same thing that you're doing.
Same thing I was doing.
But it was with,
just a little bit more tech.
Yeah, just a little bit more technical, yeah. But it was the same thing. And that's what I did.
And it works.
And still to this day, I show you how we record. I record everything into the computer. And when I get on stage to this day, I just take the computer and plug it into the thing and I play the guitar to it.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something, Quinn. People's come, you know how they walk around the Niles and start at one end and go to the other, walk around the fence line. A lot of people's come in around the corner and they look at me and they looking, they trying to find the band.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they know it's got to be more to that
Mm-hmm.
than what they see.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just wailing.
Just do your thing.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Then they looking under, trying to see if my foot hitting the drum, the big drum. But none of that. They can't figure out. And then after I'm done, and they stop and sit and get them a soda or beer. I said, I know you was kind of curious as to how this worked. Let me show you. First of all, boom, I hit the button. Get my drum beat. Drum beat. I said, okay, now we need some guitar and we need some keyboard.
You know what's funny about what you're doing is we used to do this 25 years ago.
Okay.
And people thought it was corny. Okay. Hold on a minute. And now you've got guys like Charlie Puth and Ed Sheeran, you know, these big pop stars that are doing this stuff. And people think they're geniuses. And I'm like, I was doing this in 96, but you thought I was a nerd. You know, but it's cool, right?
Yeah.
It's like accepted now.
Yeah.
And you're like this, you know, you're this older guy doing it, and they're looking at you like, how are you doing this when, like, you're supposed to be 20 doing this, not 60 doing this? No, it's cool, man.
I blow them away. Yeah, but I enjoy doing it. And like I said, I can't wait to play with you because you're going to find it so amazing.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
But not really find it amazing because just listening to you, you've been there, did that. You're on the same level that I am on. You have been there. You do that, and you know what I'm doing. Yeah, and then like I said, it's just so much fun. What I do probably different than you is that I play by numbers.
Explain that to me.
I go on the keyboard, and I go through all the numbers. You know, like zero. I start at 0 to and two numbers, 0, 1.
Oh, on 2. The beats.
On the beats.
Yes.
And then I go and I'll find me one that I like, and I'll claim it. That's mine, and that's the one I'll use. And then a lot of people have tried to buy my keyboard from me, thinking that they could do it, but they can't do it because I have developed all of these beats. With my numbers. And if you don't have these numbers and you ain't experimenting with it and try to find them, you ain't going to be able to do it.
No, I always worried about was, you know, a lot of my early music, I used the beats on the keyboard to write those songs. And what I realized, you know, because I would use the, you know, all the backing stuff too, you know, the piano and the bass and all that stuff. And what I realized later on, I mean, when you're young, you don't think about the stuff, but later on in your career, you realize that anybody who goes and buys that keyboard, if they press the key and they put it in C minor, they got your whole song.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
You know, so I ended up just unpublishing all of the early music. So all the stuff now that you see it's all my stuff. What I'm looking for on my phone real quick here is my old stage setup, because there's a really cool picture of all my old stage gear. Let's see if I can find it. Just bear with me here.
Okay.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, so it's actually the same guitar you're playing. The red one's the same guitar.
There's my baby.
Look at that. That's the red Infinity Strat made in Indonesia. It's the same with the headstock sanded off. But look at how many other ones are back there. I had like, I don't know, 6 or 8 of them.
All of those are Squires.
Those are all Squires. They're all the same guitar. But notice the back line. So I got the guitar amp, and then I got the processors, and then the iPods are plugged into the mixing board, which go through the processors out of the PA. It's the same setup. It's exactly. I mean, we just we do what we had to do back then.
A coincidence.
But this is that's 05, 2005, 2006.
Wow.
So that'd be 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
20 years ago. Yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah. That was at Hard Rock. Actually, here's another one with that guitar here. Same guitar, different pick guard. But same guitar. So if you scroll back to the other one, it's the same guitar,
Sure is?
Yeah, it's the same guitar. So that one has the white pearly pick guard.
Yeah.
And then so that
one got right.
Yeah, and then that one's got the tortoise or the burgundy pick guard. So that was that guitar I named Ruby.
Oh,
so all my guitars over the years all have names. And I remember most of them.
Oh, okay.
I remember most of them. Yeah.
Wow. Because I got one with a pearly guard on there, and it's just, I don't use it. I think I'm gonna get that guitar going again. Only thing about that one, the neck was a little bit fatter on there, and I don't like the fat neck.
I don't like the fat necks either.
No, I can't.
That's what I really liked about those Indonesia Strats, and they don't make them like that anymore.
Right.
They don't. I've bought multiple newer Squires.
Yeah.
And the frets are sharp, and the fretboard is flat. It just has a different feel.
Cut your finger down there. I mean, you know, and that little fret, the little lines on the metal.
On the side of the fretboard.
Higher. You know, than the laying flat and smooth like some of the rest.
They used to build them better. They just built them better.
Yeah,
it's crazy. All right, Billy Cooley, Billy the one-man band. You can see him over at Denio's. Anything you want to add before we get out of here?
Oh yeah, well I was telling Quinn there. I have my own lounge at Denio's Flea Market, and I'm out there every Sunday when I don't have a show somewhere. And you can go to Denio's website, and you can find out if I'm not. I only post it if I'm not going to be there. If I don't post it, then I'm there.
Okay.
You can come there, and I will be there at what we call Beer 5. It's right below Produce, and I have my own lounge there. You'll hear me.
Yeah.
You will hear me, or you can ask anybody that worked there where I'm located, and they will direct you over there. And like I said, you can come on in and sit down comfortably and enjoy listening to me perform, as well as watching your favorite football game or your sports. And like I said, I got bar settings with a beer sold right next door. And so you can come in and have a good time. So appreciate it.
Eric's still running around out there?
Eric Denals is still there.
In his little cart?
Yeah, but he has moved up. He's in the office only now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He owns.
See, he's not. He used. How long you been out there?
I've been out there. I've been going out there for about 13 or 14 years. Oh, longer. Yeah, about 14, 15 years. And
I'm thinking about when this was. Okay, so I was out there in because I had the motorcycle business at the time.
Yeah.
So I was out there, and Eric was still in the military.
Yeah.
So he was being deployed and then coming back.
Right.
So he'd come back with his military haircut and he'd ride around in his little cart, and everyone always said that he looked like Forrest Gump out there.
You know him good.
You know what I'm talking
That's
about,
my
huh?
buddy. He loves me.
Does he still have the same haircut?
Yeah.
Does he still look like Forrest Gump just rolling around in his cart?
You know him well, I should say. And he's good. I just took him a big bag, and I got some for you in the truck. Walnuts. I don't know if you eat walnuts.
My wife, yeah.
Yeah, I got plenty of them. She can make some bakery.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right. Billy Cooley, Billy the one-man band. Hey, thank you so much, man.
Yeah, not even a problem, Quinn. Thanks for having me.
Oh, that's going to be a blast.
It's been really great because you have really given me some laughs.
I get it. I know where you're at.
You're right there. The only somebody that I know on this earth can relate to me and what I'm doing and have done it and is doing it himself. He got a great thing about music. He's good. He's damn good. He's damn good, man.
No.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for the profanity, but man, that's where it's at, man. He is awesome on that guitar. He just swell on it, man. He's really good. And I thank you, Quinn, again for having me.
Thanks so much. And thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
ain't with the world. Don't get left behind, y'all. You wanna try and learn as well as be concerned. You wanna try and learn as well as be concerned. You in this big old world, but sure ain't with the world. It's out there. People lying all the time. It really should be a crime. People lying all the time. It really should be a crime. Go to jail. You in the world, but sure ain't with the world. It's a sad thing. You wanna use common sense. Don't be a lie. Instead, always in suspense. You wanna use common sense. Instead, always in suspense. That don't take a lot. You in this big old world, but sure ain't with the world. You know, so many of us are in this world. We don't know a damn thing about what's going on. All right.